So my feedback would be there's a lot going on, and I don't know, from my perspective, I just think it'd be quite difficult to get it all done in one day. There's like a lot of changes, and for someone to be lip singing the whole day, it might take them a while to actually properly get it right. If you're doing so many different like changes in so many different locations, I personally just don't see you could fit it in that amount of time.
Thank you. Cool.
I thought like the concept is really cool, but like I feel like you need like a massive budget to do it. Because like with a honey factory, it's like I don't even know if they have honey factories. Actually. But yeah, I think the concept's really cool.
Cool. Anyone else? I'll let you guys kind of go amongst yourselves.
I like how you kind of incorporated the actual honey element into the song, and I really like the idea of having the artist drenched in honey. But I was wondering, the actual artist Mariah Carey, like she's a big name, so like that might be an issue in terms of like maybe getting rights to the song, or people can kind of compare because they know the artist so well.
I think the detail you've gone through, like with the costumes and set, is brilliant. But with the factory, have you thought about safety precautions, especially as they are bees and they can sting people, especially camera crew?
Cool. Thanks, Naomi. Ollie?
I really like how it has a narrative and like it properly flows. But I just think it might be, for a music video, it might be like quite hard and complex for people to fully understand it.
Cool. Anyone else like to go? Okay, Emma. I'll start off straight away with the obvious issue I have with it big time. Mariah Carey is huge and she's a diva. The song is going to be huge. It's a big song, even though it might be a lesser known. It'll be a big artist. It'll be a copyrighted song. Even with that in mind, of it being a copyrighted artist as well, you've got the issue of the fact that exactly as Ellie said, is you're going to be comparing it to her the whole time. Your idea of a honey factory and everything else is based off the lyrics of Honey and everything else. I feel like you don't need to go that literal. I think a woman breaking free other women is fine. It's clearly a woman empowering, Queen Diva kind of song, which is great, but I don't think it has to be a honey factory. I think you make it very, very difficult for yourself by making it a honey factory. It could just be a factory. It could be in any scenario where a woman is saving other women. That message is still there. And I think the fact that it's honey related and linking it in with the lyrics, because the song's difficult to go, just a honey factory in itself. If you have access to a honey factory and you can shoot there, then yeah, go for it. What a great location. But unless there's a connection I don't know about, that's hard. That being said, the performance element I love. I love the 4 or 5 different locations. That's easy. That's just a backdrop change, quick costume change, shoot, few angles, stuff like that. Boom, back in, costume, change, everything else done. So the idea of the lace and everything else, like thinking about how she's going to perform, because ultimately that's all it is. That part, really strong, really great. I think the narrative that you want to cut into needs some development, needs to be brought down to a, put it out there, but realistic level. The only other issue I have with it is the honey all over the woman. If it's like a yellow or a golden kind of paint or something like that, that might work better. Actual honey would be a real nightmare. It's going to get stuck, it's going to get sticky, and I can think of no one that could pull off that look. No one. Like even Margot Robbie, like it will be gloopy, it'll be horrible. There'll be like, shaving heads going on. Golden paint and everything else, and doing it like a photography setup and doing slow motion and everything else, and a woman there is like it's pouring down her. You could get the right actress, that brilliant. Actual honey, no. And because, as I've already said, the song itself will be difficult to do, you can get rid of that honey thing, so it doesn't have to be bees, but that message and the performance and that kind of the artistic look you've gone for works very well. So yeah, good, nice, well done.